Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are on another adventure. Adventure? What is that? We are on another adventure. So, got loaded up with a hazmat and oversize. So, we got this little fuel truck over here, and I want to say she's pushing maybe 75, something like that. Um, but she's pretty heavy. I'm sitting about 70 on my load gauge. So I got a half inch pulling forwards, and then I pretty much just went on the inside over there and to the axle, and then same thing over here. Definitely an overkill on the chains, but rather be safe than sorry. So I have a lot more chains pulling back because if you guys look, it's on the hump to my step up over there. So yeah, that's good. And then got a 3/8 just very loose. But these are the main ones right here. They're holded. That's just there just as a safety. Lights work. Everything's good. We're all bannered up. And I don't know if I should leave these chains loose or not. I'll go ahead and that's the problem with this chain. So, but yeah, so nice and easy loads. We got about 15,000 pounds of fuel. Truck is about 40,000 pounds, 45, and then inside we got maybe another 15,000 pounds worth of fuel. So, right height, running it just right down the middle, making sure that all my connections are good. Now put these to the insides. Don't want any of this stuff to be dragging. So this is our 9 wide hydraulic. I love this trailer. This is the first trailer I ever learned how to do heavy haul on, and yeah, nice and easy. So we're gonna go ahead and get some fuel, and we'll be on our way. Oh, I really wish I had some type of steps to get up here versus climbing up here all the time. I want to make sure that I close these up. One time I left them open and they swung open on me while driving down the road. So, got my spare fuel, 2 jugs. That one's been outside, so I grabbed the secondary one just in case. So yeah, alrighty guys, gonna get some fuel, maybe something to eat, and we'll be all good. Fuel over here is $3.73. It's a lot cheaper than going to our halfway point down to Bolero, or I forget where we started. Marathon. Yeah, the Marathon. So it's a lot cheaper over here by about 25 cents. And I'm gonna go ahead and fuel up just to be safe and get on the road, guys. So after this load, we're pretty much almost done. Really ain't got much left. People out walking their dogs. That's pretty nice. It's a very warm day out. It says 38 degrees. It was 42 at our loading area, and my truck has that auto shut off, so it would just shut off on its own. So yeah. So, well, this guy got doubles, and I don't know if I should pull up. If he's gonna back up, I'll back up for him. But I think if this guy can get in there, I think I should have no issues. Oh yeah, that crack right there, guys, that happened on a haul road. Wasn't too happy about it, but it is what it is. I have new windshield sitting at the yards. We're just pretty much gotta wait for the glass people to come in and replace the glass for me. So yeah, as far as driving this load, I could feel the fuel slushing around. It's only about 2,000 pounds worth, 2,000 gallons worth of fuel in there, but I could feel it slushing around anytime I take a turn or hit my brakes, especially any bump. I feel it slushing around. So we'll see how hills are going to be. Hills are going to be nice and fun for me. Alrighty, guys. I'll see y'all later. Well, here we are. It's at night now. So what time is it? It's 20:30 local time here in Alaska, and I don't know why I'm saying local time like you guys are watching this live. But anyways, smooth sailing so far. No issues. Knock on wood. And, now we're getting into the little hilly parts where it's where it's a little windy up and down hills. So looks like we're gonna be there about 10:30, something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get over there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait to disconnect until the morning, or just disconnect now and take the chains off. And the only chains that I would leave on are the chains on the very back, my 1/2 inch. So, and just park off somewhere off to the side just in case it does decide to let go. It's not gonna smack my truck. Wow. Girlfriend said she was going to sleep, and here she is sending me TikToks. Anybody else does that? All right, good night, good night. Next thing you know, your phone is just blowing up with TikToks and Instagram Reels. Yep, that would be mine. But anyways, this is all it's gonna be, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going. We're 83 miles away, pretty close. Gonna go ahead and head down over there, check in, and just stage up for the morning. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I'll kick off a little time lapse over here, guys. Enjoy. Well, guys, it is like 0:30 over here, and I'm sitting at a scale house. You know why? Because I got a citation. I don't know what happened or whatnot. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna give you guys the logistics of it. All right, so on my steers, I'm sitting at 16,080 pounds, which I'm allowed up to 20,000. I got 485 fronts, and my front axle is rated up to 20,000. My drives are at 38,860. I'm allowed 40,000 pounds. Now, my trailer is a 4.5-foot spread with 3 axles. On that, I'm allowed, what was it? 42,000 pounds on that. I thought on a 3-axle setup like that, I was allowed 60,000 pounds. Okay. So, on my trailer tires, on my trailer group, I'm sitting at 56,340,000, which puts me overweight by 14,340. You know, we got the bypass, but because I'm under a permitted load, okay, I had to pull in. It doesn't matter what my bypass pre-pass says. If the scale is open and you're oversized or you're under a permit, you have to pull in, okay? So I pulled in. He went ahead and weighted me. Tried to, move my fifth wheel, anything. I was, at first he said I was overweight on my drives. And I was like, there's no way, He said I needed to get under 40,000, but then I haven't seen my skill ticket yet. So, and he said I was like 56 or something, I was like, there's no way I could move 16,000 pounds off my drives. No matter what I do, nothing's gonna happen, I was like, well, I could drop my axle, my third axle, and then see what's gonna go from there, but I went ahead and slid my fifth wheel, dropped my drop, and they did absolutely nothing, shifted 40 pounds to the rear, actually. So I come in, we start talking and everything. He's like, well, he shows me my weights and everything. He's like, you're overweight on your group 3. I was like, oh, you didn't say that, so group 3 is my trailer. All right, so I was like, okay, and it's right now, so come down to it, it's 14 cents for every pound you're overweight is your ticket. Okay, so if you're a pound over, you pay 14 cents right there, and you just go on your merry way. Or you pay, you fix it, and then you go. But I'm sitting at 14,000 plus pounds overweight on my trailer. There's nothing that I could do legally to get within a permit. There's not a single permit. I don't think there's a permit, because the max percentage I'm allowed to be overweight is 125%. Okay, for me to be legal, I would have to get up to like 130%, 135%, something like that. I don't know how the percentages and all that work. I'll have to call my permit guy and kind of get a better knowledge of that. So, yeah. There's a whole bunch of we could point fingers to anybody or any, but end of the day, it comes down to me. That's the way I feel it. This load was put onto me last minute. It got switched up. The driver that was supposed to haul it didn't have hazmat, and so we took it, and the permit was already printed out. It was towards the end of the day, and I got put under legal weight and legal height, and I was permitted for 9 wide. Something didn't sit right with me with the legal weight. But anyways, this is the consequences right now. We're gonna, it's midnight here, about to be 1 o'clock. Gonna get a call in the morning and see what we can do. Okay, if I'm gonna have to get a fourth axle brought to me, and we're gonna attach the fourth axle, or if we're gonna have the military units send out the wrecker and we're just gonna offload it here and they're just gonna tow it in. Okay, my exit is literally half a mile away. The scale is literally half a mile away from my exit. And even shittier thing is they were shutting down in about an hour and a half. The one time I tried to go ahead and stay on schedule and kind of like, oh, come on, we got to go, bites me in the ass. So, nothing we can do, guys. It is, it is what it is at this point. I don't know who to be. I could point fingers. I could sit here and toss a fit face and be all grumpy and tell it's not my fault, blah, blah. End of the day, I'm the driver. It's my load. It's my responsibility. So I look at it as it's my fault. Okay. And up in Alaska, there's nowhere that you can scale your loads. We loaded up in Fort Greely, which is Delta Junction, which is middle of nowhere. Okay. Out here, there's no scale house, there's no laws, no pilot, no TA, none of that exists here. If you want to scale out your load, you have to go to one of these privately owned scale houses, which are owned by Carlisle, or like one of these big mega companies out here, Hull, Alaska, stuff like that. They have their own scales built on their own property, which are only open during business hours, and their yard, I'm pretty sure, is more in town. So between my destination to the closest scale, I have to go past the scale. Okay, unless there's another scale somewhere in Delta Junction that I didn't know. But here's the problem. Let's say there was a scale somewhere north about 40 miles, Well, technically speaking, I'm under permit. I'm not allowed to go that direction. One, I'm under hazmat. And two, I got a wide load. It's 9 feet wide. 8'11" is what we measured out to, okay? So, yeah. I'm just gonna sit here, wait, and we'll see what happens in the morning, guys. I'll keep you updated. I'm kind of riled up right now. I can't sleep, even though I should go to sleep. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the morning. We made it through. A little small hiccup. We're at the wrong gate. We were supposed to go to a different gate. But they worked with us. They just brought the K9 out to us. So we just got inspected. All good. Now we're going to go out and deliver. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it. The permit issue has been avoided. Just went ahead and loosened up all my chains and everything else like that. Took pretty much all the chains off, pulling forward, just left the ones that are pulling back. So right now I'm having a little bit of issues with the pony motor. It doesn't want to stay running. It'll go ahead and turn on and then run for a little bit and then it'll just shut off. So I got disconnected. It's not wanting to stay running. I'm gonna mess with it. Like, it starts up, runs, and then it just dies, you know. It ran long enough for me to go ahead and make the hydraulics work and disconnect everything. But yeah, I'm gonna see what's the deal with it. You know, temperature is holding up. It's about 40 degrees, so shouldn't have any issues with that, with the temperature or freezing or anything like that. So I'll keep you guys posted. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are empty. Look at that view, beautiful view. Just trying to go ahead and slide my fifth wheel to the point where it'll be good. No issues. Figured out what was wrong with my pony motor. A dumb mistake by me. So yeah, that was, you know, yay go me. We'll go ahead and lock that in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and back up into it. There we go, we're locked in. All right, easy does it. Total been here for about like 2 hours. So to go ahead and lift this up, we got 2 cylinders. Up she goes. Yep, she's good. Wow, she's sitting high. I actually might be able to run my mud flaps. Let's see. I think that's exactly how I'm gonna leave it. Just sitting that high. I might go a little bit lower. So you gotta make sure that those two are on the same level, on the same notch. All right, so I'll press the old fifth wheel. So I'm gonna go ahead and the rest of my chains up. And finish up packing up, take my signs off, and we'll be good. So you guys hear it choking out, trying to die. So with those pony motors, you want to make sure you turn off your fuel. Fuel is going to get mixed in with the fuel or oil and fuel going to get mixed in, and then she's not going to want to start up. Okay, my dash is reading as 51 degrees, which is not. It's like 40 maybe. So but yeah guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting up my gear, get my paperwork signed, and we're gonna be off from here. So we're gonna go back and get loaded up and deliver again. Got about maybe 2 more loads with the RGN and 1 more step deck. So we're almost done with this military movement. But yeah, thank you all guys so much for tuning in. Y'all stay awesome. Y'all see you in the next video. Peace.